Hello everyone, my name is Celia and I'm a third year in our English language and literature major. And today I really wonder what is going on. Aristotle, the legendary Greek philosopher said, man is by nature a social animal. If being in a society with all the things that come with it, from social interaction to relying on one another, how have we been living for the past 2 years? Well, I'm sure you all heard about the corona blue phenomenon. Different from a depression, the corona blue have been a permanent feature in our lives since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. The biggest difference between depression and corona blue is that a depression does not have a precise starting point. It is a condition that can be related to chemical disorders in the brain or addictions like drugs or alcohol, or it can start for no reason at all. Corona blue, on the other hand, is deeply related to the social distancing that has been forced on us since the beginning of the virus. As our human nature craves for contact with our peers, the lack of interaction results in a gloomy state of mind. After the start of the pandemic, and even more during quarantine, people have started to feel depressed and had no idea on what to do to escape their apathy. People from all around the world have been trying to make the time they spend socially distancing helpful, and trends of home workouts or yummy snacks like dalgona coffee, for example, have spiked all over the world. They wanted to make this quarantine worthy by developing new hobbies and sharpening dormant skills, but soon their enthusiasm faltered. What was the point of all this if we can't be sure of when we will be released in the wide world again? For the people who had to quarantine alone and far away from their family are the ones that suffered the most from the social distancing, even though the most introverts of us secretly rejoiced at the thought of some alone time. While being lucky to live in Korea, I never experienced quarantine, and I can only sympathize for those who are stuck at home. However, it has been over 2 years since I could not see my family because of the pandemic. It has not been a day I spent without worrying about my friends and loved ones. The thing is, the coronavirus is not something we can fight with our bare hands, and it makes us all feel restless. How can we fight an invisible enemy, an enemy so sneaky that it can grab on our clothes to follow us home? An enemy that has come to ruin our happiest moments, not letting us celebrate properly a wedding because we cannot attend, or celebrate the birth of a child because look at the worst this human newbie will have to live in. An enemy that gave us a word to describe a new type of negative feeling, the corona blue. I think that the corona blue will stay in our memory for a long time and will remain for many as a traumatic experience because we had to change from the core to adapt to the pandemic. From the warm smiles we kept in our memory, we had to change it to wrinkled-eyed smiles, to one's inherent facial expression that is a trademark of their personality. Now their identity is held in their eyes. The mask that covers our nose and mouth has become a part of our being, and even though it can gather everyone with a single common point, it also pushes us apart. So, I am yearning. I am yearning for the day we will be able to go back to the society, without fearing of accidentally contaminating one another. But at the same time, I am fearing the emotional collateral damages it will have. Will we be able to go back to our societal life without awkwardness? Or will we be a pale memory of what human interaction have been? Aristotle, the legendary Greek philosopher, said man is by nature a social animal. But then again, Aristotle never experienced COVID. To conclude this, I want to say thank you for listening to my presentation, and I really wish you to stay safe and happy at all time. Thank you.